Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Ball handed off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a 3rd down on the opening drive. To the air, it's Peters. Goes to his right side there for the completion. It's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get them off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run it here. Going to try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave them back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. They'll run it from the gun. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, we'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Try and muscle for the first down. You make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a first down at the 21.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
First down and 10 now. They're going to run it here. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Buckeyes move into the red zone. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The Buckeyes are going to keep this drive rolling. Looking for a man. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Chris, is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. Takes the ball and heads to the left. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Gain makes it second and medium. We'll hand it off. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
It's an important first down on that running play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Looking to throw. It's Peters. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now a big decision coming up here on fourth.
And he's got it at the 15. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Here's the second down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
That gain sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Pop over the middle. It's Spencer. The Buckeyes will try to keep this drive moving. Ohio State has the lead here, Kurt. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll look to throw it here on second down. There's contact on the throw. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They make the stop, but it's a big play.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Zips it down the middle. He's got it with room to run. Stopped right there, but it's first and goal at the 5.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Looking to throw it again. Makes the catch. Can he get in? The defense makes the stop at the 3.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get in the end zone. They routed the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
Offense facing second and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? He finds some space. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. It seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. But the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle. Kirk showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Looking to throw. It's Peters. Moves out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. What a catch! They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Offense right from the line, playing with tempo now. Now they call a run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Very tight coverage. It's incomplete on the deflection.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Notre Dame needing to convert this fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle made to the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
The pickup is 7 yards, now 2nd and 3. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. He'll hand it off. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
First and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Back to throw, it's Peters. The pass rush closing in. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Yeah, I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there, and if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
No gain makes it 2nd and goal from the 9. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the corner. They'll stop him for a loss.
Boy, they're just not successful here on 2nd and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up 3rd down.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. 3rd and goal, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Not the accuracy we expect from this senior quarterback. He threw it behind the receiver. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
This is a much better job by this defense after giving up some yards on the previous play. This time they made sure this one fell incomplete.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's looking deep again. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. I'll give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. And now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Buckeyes offense is on the move now. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. The Buckeyes are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And there's the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Screen to the wide receiver. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite third down offense.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. To throw, it's Peters. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. The back's got it. He shreds the tackle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The receiver grabs it, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! Touchdown, Fighting Irish, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. they'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got the first and still going. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Handoff from the shotgun. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking downfield, it's Peters. A deep shot to the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down. As the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. Now we're set to start the final quarter of play here. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. It's a shotgun run call.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And he drops back in the gun. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Peters. On the move now. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Grinding away with a running game. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Third down coming up after that running play. Handoff heading left. The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play.
But I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. And he's got it from 56 yards away, never in doubt.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Any hopes of staying alive in a playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. The pocket breaking down. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the fourth quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. To the air, it's Peters. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, almost intercepted for a second time today. Couldn't quite hold on, but it brings up third down.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Context as he let the ball go. The QB throws his third pick of the day. They finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. It's an out route, the catch made. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They are pouring it on now. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it second and medium. Here comes the handoff. Breaks free. He's past the marker and still going. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And they'll go right back to him on first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a 4th down now. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Receiver makes the catch. No, he didn't make it. He stopped short on 4th down, and that could be a fatal blow to this offense.